Hey, welcome! Welcome back to Lincoln Center Pop-Up Classroom. I am Deb and we are going to be dancing today. So, let's get a good look at our agenda, shall we? Okay. We're gonna start with a hello. Hello, everybody! So good to see you. I'm so happy you are here today. Then we're gonna jump into our warm-up, do a little warming of the body, and then we're gonna learn about our dance challenge of the day. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek before warm-up. Then we'll head into creating and choreograph. When we're choreographing, that is just taking moves that we have either created or that we've seen, and we're gonna put them together to make a dance. Then we will rehearse this dance, we'll make it shiny, we'll make it fabulous, and then we will perform it. So, if there's anybody in the house that's nearby that maybe wants to come and see your dance, tell them there's gonna be a show in a little bit. Yeah? Great. All right, agenda. Check. Now, if you have an adult in the house, my tall dancers out there, we would love to see what all of those dancers are making out there. So please take video, photo, be paparazzi for a little bit, yeah? And then you can share it in the link below. I would love to see what you make today. Also, if you have a fun time, which I'm pretty sure you're going to, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a good time, please share this video with others, okay? Also, you can always go to lincolncenter.org, and there are so many fun pop-up classrooms and concerts for kids and performances that you really shouldn't miss. So check out lincolncenter.org for all my buddies who are teaching workshops about music and theater and visual arts and, of course, dance. You can even go back and look at the Romeo and Juliet pop-up classroom that I did, where we learned about ballet posture, yes, and port de bras, which is how you carry your arms when you are in the ballet. So, are you ready to get started? Let's do this. So, our dance challenge of the day is, that's my tiny drum roll, we're exploring choreographer George Balanchine, who I love. What's a choreographer? So sorry. That's the person that makes the dances. So we are going to be dancers and choreographers today. So get ready for both hats to be on. George Balanchine started New York City Ballet. You might have heard of them. They live up at the Lincoln Center. And they started 1946. He had a buddy help him out, Lincoln Kirstein, and they started the company back in the day. After George Balanchine came from Russia to the US. Now, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Well, it's not really a secret anymore, I guess, but Balanchine loved to break ballet rules. So we are going to break some ballet rules today. Break it like Balanchine. Now, before we can break rules, we have to know what the rules are. So, are you ready? First part of our challenge today is learning the classical ballet rules. So, we're going to start. Find your ballet posture. So we're going to take our toes and our heels together, stand nice and tall. Take your toes apart. This is first position. It's going to be our home base. And then I want you to stretch up into the sky. Proud chest, big generous heart, gorgeous. Lovely. Now, here is one of the rules. Rule number 1. Your port de bras should be nice and big and far away from your body, making a gorgeous picture frame around your face, or hugging a tree, or maybe you're holding a beach ball, yes? So big, round port de bras. Are you ready to break it like Balanchine? Now, take that big, beautiful picture frame overhead port de bras, and I want you to just bring it closer to your head. Can you do a port de bras up to the sky, but can we do it like Balanchine? Which people said Balanchine port de bras look like you were taking your sweater off. The sweater port de bras. Beautiful. All right, the rule is big port de bras. Balanchine broke it and made it close. All right, check. All right, rule number 2. Okay, in classical ballet, when we do a passe, it is this shape. We take our knee and it's facing the side. So it's turned out, as they call it in dance. So we see the triangle shape in our leg, yeah? Now Balanchine took it and he broke that rule and he said, bring that knee to the, cross the body. So almost like to the front and beyond. Yes, so cross that passe. Open it up and close it. Now, if you're like me, sometimes when you're doing ballet, you get a little wobbly. It's totally good to take a chair and make it your ballet bar. Hold on to something. There's nothing wrong with that. So passe, and then we can turn our passe in. All right, so we have 2 rules that have been broken. Are you ready to break another? Okay, breaking the rule number 3. In port de bras, in classical ballet, our arms are beautifully rounded. So soft and round, soft and round. Balanchine straighten the arms out and sometimes flexed the wrists. Can you try that? Good, so take your beautifully round port de bras and Balanchine, break the rules, straighten those arms. Awesome. All right, can we break one more rule? One more. Okay. In ballet, our posture is we want to be nice and tall, and our hips are always under our shoulders. Hips are under our heart. Yes? Hello, heart. Hello, hips. Now, Balanchine took those hips and pulled them forward and took that heart back. It's almost like, whoa! A car just drove by. A squirrel just ran over. Anything. Whoa! So bring those hips forward and take your heart back. Whoa! We do a slow motion. All right, let's practice all of these to some music. We have our close sweater port de bras. We've got our turned in knee passe, so our knees facing the side, not to the side, but crossed over. And then we have our straight arms with flexed wrists. And then our 4th one is going to be our hips forward and our heart back, like, whoa, like you've been surprised. Okay, shall we? We're gonna try the rules, and then we're going to break them, like Balanchine. So we have our beautiful hips. Now, sweater, port de bras. Turn that leg out, nice and long. Find your passe, hold on to a bar. And cross it over. Break it like Balanchine. Nice. All right, round arms, and straighten them. Flex. Nice. Hips underneath, take it forward. Whoop. Try one more time. Hips forward, heart back. Whoop. Can we do both at the same time? Sebastian moves. Let's try it. So we have our arms overhead. Take that knee across. Yes, flex his arms. Take the hips forward. Ready to go. Awesome. Okay, so we know the rules. And we know how to break them now, just like Balanchine did. Okay, now it's time for us to make a dance. What we are going to do is we are going to think about all of these Balanchine rule-breaking moves, and we are going to zoom in and look at some images that fabulous photographer Paul Kolnick let us borrow. And we're going to zoom in on some of these moves that come from Balanchine ballets and see if we can find out where these rules have been broken. All right. First photo up. I'm gonna zoom it in. Zoom it in. We're gonna zoom in on the dancer's arms in port de bras. See how close they are to her ears. Her wrists are crossed, and her head is looking off to the side. Let's give it a try. I'm gonna come back to my home base, and I'm gonna pull that sweater up, and I'm gonna stop right before my wrist cross, and I'm gonna look down at my fluffy pillow. So this is gonna be my first shape, our first Balanchine shape. Let's try it again. Sweater up and look to the side. One more time. Sweater up and look to the side. Gorgeous. Okay. Are we ready to continue our Balanchine rehearsal? Let's see what other moves he has for us. Oh, I can see this rule right away. Can you? Let's zoom in on the dancer's legs. That knee, that's across the body, right? We can't see the shape to the side. We can see it to the front. Let's try that shape with our body. So we have our turn in passe, our across the body passe, crossy passe. So we are going to, let's go back to our first. We're gonna have to take our knee so it's facing almost the opposite side. How did it go? Hold on to something. So go ahead and slide the knee up and take it across. Now, if passe is a little too high, that's totally okay. If you want to touch your toe to your ankle instead of your knee, it's totally great. It's across the body. That's what's important. All right, let's put the two together. So we've got our slow sweater up and draw the knee up as high as you can, crossing it. Good. How did it go? All right. I think we're making Balanchine quite proud right now. Okay, we have two more moves. Let's see what Balanchine has for us. Oh, okay, we are going to zoom in to those arms. Those arms are not rounded, right? Like in classical ballet, they are straight. Look at the detail of his hands. How are those different than what we just did? Let's try it. This one might get a little tricky. Let's come back to our home base. We have arms stretched out to the side. Did you see the detail that I saw? One set of fingertips are going down. Doesn't matter which ones are going down. Let's just make sure that we have one fingertip set going up and one finger set going down. Got it? Let's try it one more time. Straight arms and boop. Straight arms and boop. Yes, let's put all three together. Okay, from our first position, we have our sweater, port-a-bras. Keep it close to your face. Knee turned in. Make sure it's pointing to the opposite side of the room. Come back to home base. Straighten your arms out and fingertips. Chicken. Okay, great. Amazing. One thing that Balanchine loved about his dancers and that he really, really said was very, 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 very important for all of his dancers at New York City Ballet is that they are precise. So you are going to be precisely you. So you go to where your body can go. Just make sure that you are being true to what your body can do. Okay, we have one more move. Oh, this one looks like fun. Okay, we're gonna zoom all the way in to this dancer's hips. Look at how far his heart is back. Look at how far his hips are forward. Whoa! He looked like he just got the surprise of his life. All right, let's put it in our body. Let's see what we can do. So we're at our home base. We're gonna take our hips all the way forward. How far can you take your heart back? Whoa, without falling over. Ooh, let's try it again. Hips forward, heart back. It's almost like you're hanging out in a lounge chair, yeah? And even if you are doing this in a chair, you can still take your hips forward and your heart back, right? Oh, that's fun. And then take your hips forward and your heart back. A little Balanchine chair. Or if you want to hold on to your chair as you take your hips forward, just to see how far you can go, give it a try. All right, can we put all 4 moves together? Let's put some music on so we can play with it. Now, remember, be precise in what your body can do. All of these dancers have been training many, many years. We just started. Here we go. Oh, thank goodness. A slow song. Let's try this, a nice adagio with our Balanchine moves. Here we go. Deep breath. Sweater, porta, nice and close and tight. Look down to the side. Great, now take your knee, cross that knee. Beautiful, hold on to the chair if you need to. Come back to first, and you straighten your arms out. Fingertips up and fingertips down. Yes! Take your hips forward and your heart back. Ooh. Ooh, what if we keep our arms as we take our hips? Let's give it a try. Okay, one more round of rehearsal. I'll go ahead and start playing with it. All right, here we go. Ooh, I'm gonna start the music over. We have arms and your knee cross and lower those arms nice and straight, flexed and flexed, and hips forward, heart back. How did it go? I'm gonna try it once in the chair, see what changes. And my vertebra. And my knee. And my arms. And my hip and my heart back. Ooh. How did your rehearsal go? Okay. Then we're ready for step 2. We're gonna level it up here. Now, Balanchine, he loved his dancers being precise, but he also loved how fast his dancers could dance. So we are gonna try the best we can to go as fast as we can with these 4 moves that we've just made. Now remember, make it your own. Only go as fast as you feel safe and comfortable, right? We can challenge ourselves, but if anything starts hurting, whoa, 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 whoa. Or if anything stops being fun, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, shall we see how fast we can do these moves? We'll start a little faster, then move a little faster, and then a little faster, and then a little faster. Okay, I'm nervous already. Okay, let's give this a try. Find your first position, home base, here we go. And sweater. Cross that knee. Get ready for straight arms. Straight arms. And press those hips forward and not back. Ooh, that was faster. What? You think we can go faster? Okay. Ready? Here we go. And sweater. And knee. And arms. And hips. You think we can go faster? Okay, ready? Here we go. And arms, knee, arms, hips. Faster? That's crazy. Okay. Fast 3 times in a row? All right, let's do it. Fast 3 times in a row. Fast. We're gonna do it fast. 3 times in a row. Oh. Do your best. Take a breath. Ready? Here we go. Sweater, porta, bra, press knee, arms and hips. Sweater, porta, bra, press knee, arms and hips. Sweater, press, arms and hips. Everybody got 5. Phew, great job. Wow, I didn't know we could move that fast. I'm pretty proud of us. Okay, now, the New York City Ballet dancers, Balanchine's dancers, they are precise and they are fast and they are also musical. Balanchine has been known to say, he's very famous for this quote, "See the music, hear the dance." Let's listen to that again. See the music and hear the dance. His choreography and the dancers at New York City Ballet make sure that their movements and the music are nicely combined. Balanchine loved composers, he loved music, and we are going to be playing, or we have been playing, with Gershwin's music, and it was orchestrated by Hershey K, arranged by, and we are going to be playing with one of the tracks, and we're gonna really, really, really listen to it. Like really, really, really closely. And we're gonna listen, and we're gonna listen to how the music makes us want to move our body. We're gonna put our feet in Balanchine's shoes and think, how might our movements that we have help show the music? All right, let's listen. So, when I listen to that music, I think of soft and flowing, it's soft and flowing, it's soft and flowing until ba-boop-ba-doo. Soft and flowing, it's slow and soft until ba-beat-da-da. Okay, let's get into the studio. So, our moves. We have 4 moves. So we've got I think I'm going to make this port de bras soft and flowing, soft, slow and flowing, soft and slow and soft. Uh-oh. Da-da, da-da. Well, I think I'm going to speed these up. And I know from our prior experiment with speed that I can go real fast. Da, da. Arms, hips. Da-da, da-da. Da-da, da-da. Da-da, da-da, da, da-da, da, 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 da. Ooh, and I know it repeated 2 times. Can we try it 2 times? So it's slow arms, slow across the knee, quick arms, quick hips. Good luck. Here we go. Let's see if we can show the music with our bodies. Slow, arms, slow, knee. Quick arms, quick hips. Slow, arms, slow, knee. Quick arms, quick hips. How'd it go? Okay. Maybe you decide, maybe here's something different. Maybe this feels fast to you, and this feels slow to you. It's however you hear the music. Okay, let's try this again. One last rehearsal, and then I have a treat for you. Awesome. Okay, now we are going to zip back in time and we are going to watch the ballet that we have been listening to all the music. So we are going to visit George Balanchine's Who Cares that the company did back in the day. I'll tell you one thing, the costumes are very shiny, which might be why I'm wearing my shiny pants today. Okay, let's watch the video. Do you see the city skyline in the back and the shiny costumes? I can definitely see the music. Oh, look at those turning knees. And those flexed arms. Ooh, hips forward. Turning knees. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts. Watch the way they show the music right here. Oh, I love that ballet. Who Cares by George Balanchine. If you want to learn more about that ballet, you can visit NewYorkCityBallet.com and learn more about not just Who Cares, but about all of George Balanchine's ballets. Okay, well, I'm inspired to keep working on our dance. So why don't we keep playing the music and see where else we can show the music. So with some of the moves that maybe you want to create now of your own, or moves that you saw in the video. So I'm thinking, I saw this move in the video. I want to try that on. I'm going to try these high knees on. I really love that like tap in the back that they did. Ooh, almost like they were playing the cymbals of a drum with their toes. Oh, I also really loved those hips forward, and he used his arms when he was going. What other moves did I see? Ooh, I like this move. Pick up and put it down. Pick up and put it down. I might have to hold on to a chair for this one. Pick up and put it down. Pick up and put it down. Oh, I love that too, to show the music. So let's try from the top, the whole part of the dance that we know, and then I want you to keep dancing. Listen to the music. Think about what moves you saw in the video. Think about what moves you might want to create with turned in knees or close port de bras or straight arms to add your own Balanchine-inspired moves in. Okay, let's try it with the music. This is our final rehearsal, and then please, if anybody's nearby, show's about to happen. Sam, my cat, is already ready for the show. Close your eyes, don't watch, I'm still rehearsing. Okay. Final rehearsal, dancers, final rehearsal. Take those walks around the room. I'm gonna try those hips forward again. Lay those taps. I had a great time. Okay, are we ready for a show? I think we're ready. Remember, precise, fast, and musical. Just like the dancers of New York City Ballet. All right, audience, welcome, 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 Sam. All right, take a deep breath in, let it go. Let your audience know that you are performing a Balanchine-inspired ballet. Okay, great. Now fix your hair, fix your costume. Dancers, places, please. Whew. Oh, that's fast. Try my little walks around the room. My hips. Oh, my single toes. Take a bow, take a bow. Oh, they're still applauding, I can hear them. Oh, yay! Great job, great job. All right, now I wanna see what you made. I wanna see what happened. So if you took any photos or a video of your Balanchine-inspired ballet, please share it in the link below. Oh, I cannot wait to see them. Also remember, you can go to NewYorkCityBallet.com and learn more about Balanchine and all of his ballets and the beautiful company that he created here in New York City. Also, don't forget to go to lincolncenter.org to see more pop-up classrooms, make more dances, sing an aria, create a puppet, create a book. You can do so many things. So please keep creating. All right, well, I think it's time for us to dance it out. Let's do our dance one more time. Okay. And I will see you next time.